This is FC2. It's a series of videos where we rebuild F1 tracks in Minecraft, cover them in ice, and then get boat racing enthusiasts to throw themselves at the turns, and see who comes out on top.
Since we follow the F1 calendar, this week we traveled to Montreal for the Canadian Grand Prix. It's been a few races since we've hosted an FC2 race, so please make sure to show your support for our league. But without further ado, let's get into qualifying. We are live in FC2 in Canada this time, and it's been a while, but we're back here, and let's get this underway. So currently, we're setting up Quali 1, and a few new faces around in this heat. We've got 10 on board right now, some notable names. Captain Crafties is here, that's Johnny, and Adam is here in Q1. Among a few new names, this guy's not in his grid spot. What is... all right. Do your thing, bud. And oh, geez, a few other people not recognizing how things go. But that's FC2, right? We're a beginning league, just hosting around F1 races, and this is how we roll most of the time. So, alongside me today is a new face. I think he's raced here before, and he's sharing the commentary booth with me today. And that is Oinked, also known as Mark. So say hi.
Hi. How's it going?
Yeah. And so you've raced quite a while, and you're a good part of the community for now.
Unfortunately, we can't give people liberty.
And yeah, let's do this. So Q1 is starting right about now, and we'll have a slow start for everyone to get their laps in. And if you don't know how qualifying works, each player gets 5 minutes on the track. And they'll all start, one at a time, and then they'll get their fastest lap, and that will set their grid spot. This is qualifying 1 of 2, so we'll have another grid of these, 10 or so, to add on to this one right now. So, yeah.
For now, Hotspot has the fastest lap at 1 minute 38.1. Captain Crafty not too far behind.
Yeah, only a tick off for Crafties. That's pretty impressive to get that close to him on the opening lap. But things will change. Things will definitely change. And for now, Adam has probably one of the faster laps of the session right now. It's looking pretty good.
Even ties Hotspot. But he gets a way faster lap than both of them.
So 1:36.4. So that is the time to beat right now. And Adam's going to come in right now and hopefully clean that up, see where he lands among Petit. Adam coming through. Starting straight.
Ooh.
And he will take the second spot. So, only half a second off or so from Fatty AR in this first qualifying heat. Fatty AR right now coming through the last couple of turns here. And, he takes that one a little bit wide. I don't know if that's going to be a good lap for him now. He set a pretty fast first lap, so he should be pretty good for now, but time is running out. So he has one more lap to go. You can see on the bottom right now, he has 22 seconds left in qualifying, and if he finishes a lap beneath that, which he should be able to, he will get another lap of qualifying. And not everyone will be able to do this. If they're setting slow times, they won't be able to do that. So it will be pretty close for Fatty AR. Yeah, so he'll be good. 3 seconds to go. A little like there. And that time was not fast for him, but he gets another. So Antoni will not get hit the last, that extra lap. He will stay in 6th provisionally. Fatty AR right now coming in for the last lap. We haven't seen much of this lap, but let's see if he can put another fast one in. Remember, we have another qualifying to go and see if that will make an improvement. And no, that will not. So...
Will Crafties improve? No, he doesn't.
He doesn't either. And Hotspot doesn't as well. So, I believe that's our session for Quali 1. And Fatty AR on top, Adam in 2nd, Crafties in 3rd. And we'll take you to Quali 2. Q2 is starting up just now. So, on top, Just Esperance, Cordy 404, Beverant Cilia, Lost in Luna, Midnight, Montezero... Monterizzo, Hygus, Dinosaurs, Sakun, and Sab in that back spot. So, This is Q2. There's 11 in here. Or 10, I think. Actually, I think we're missing one. 10 in here. So that's probably 20 total. 20 total drivers so far. And we'll get this underway. Pretty good for just Esper right now. And, for FC1 drivers, you might be looking at a good teammate to put on the grid here. Good line through the chicane. A little slow, but it's a very good line. And we'll see where that'll put him. He has another lap to go, though he's coming up on a back marker. 135.8. Wow, that puts him on top of the grid. And that should be P1 for now. And should be able to hold on to that. Sab is currently 5 seconds beneath that in Q2. Jess Esper is taking this qualifying by storm. And Esper so bump into the end of a back marker, and we'll finish off with a dead lap. So Sab, or P2, is coming through quite a bit behind Esper. So they're going to come up on a back marker. Hopefully it gets through cleanly. Yeah, for now, it will hold on and has to make this turn clean enough to get around it. And here comes another one coming from way behind the Seagull and pumps Sab out of the way. That is unfortunate for him. Hopefully he will be able to finish this lap. Oh, he has 5 seconds to go. He has there's no shot. He will lose that extra lap.
Sab is not a bad driver, but he didn't have clean air when he started his qualifying.
Yeah, unfortunate for him. So he'll be way far down the grid with not a fast time. I mean, that's 5 seconds behind the top time. So we have a few more drivers finishing, and once they get done, we'll show you the scores and get you on the grid. Here's our grid for FC2 at Canada. Just Esperance will stay right on top, followed by Fatty AR, Adam's Apple, Crafties, Demonic, Hutspot, Antonio Yes, Taco, S Johnny Games, and Sab with that 9 and 10th spot. They'll have to make up a lot of positions to get up on good standing. Cordy, Fervent Cilia, Crumcrat, Lost Luna, Motorsport Trauma, Midnight, Monterizzo, and then behind is HYJS, Sakan, and Oren. That's our grid, and we'll take you to the start. Getting ready to go, and it's lights out, and away we go. Just Esperance with a good lead off in the first turn, or first straight. Adam's Apple and Fatty are right behind, and Fatty gets bumped. Just Esperance and Adam got a big lead. Here comes Hutspot going super wide. Crafty's right behind. Antonio Hutspot's having a bad day right now. A few drivers going right. Here comes one coming down the inside round. That's Tycho coming through the offline. And a little bit of lag here, but Motorsport Trauma and Midnight will fill up the back of the grid here. So a lot of people going deep into these other turns, and there's a lot of carnage through this thin track. A lot of these drivers are having a lot of problems here. Lots of bumps and lots of movement here throughout the bottom of the grid. And those top three are staying right where they are. And Antonio Yes is in that 4th position. Holding up pretty strong for him right now. We didn't expect something like this to happen.
Fatty's trying to get that position back, though. He's caught up a few seconds already to the train.
Yeah, and Fatty AR, who's already dropped a few positions, is trying to get that back. If you drew some of this, there's a lot of tight racing right here. No bumps here through this turn, but
looks like Adam's Apples has lost to Crafty.
Except Second has taken it super wide, and the rest of the grid has seemed to spread out quite a bit. Esper with a good lead so far, already 3 seconds in front of Adam, and Adam also has that on Crafties. Crafties is in second, and Adam behind him. So there's your top three. Crafties got a good start on that one, and Adam maybe not so lucky though. He's holding on to that 3rd position for now, and the rest of the grid have fallen through. So Hutspot is looking to get on a Fatty AR, and Fatty is trying to get on Antonio Yes, and this is probably an overtake bound to happen eventually if Fatty AR can do this well. But it is a difficult track to get overtakes on, and that final move is going to be tough for Fatty AR unless he bumps, and that'll be bad. So Antonio Yes still holding on to that 4th position, and so Adam makes the big overtake on Crafties for that 2nd position. Antonio Yes is already right behind.
I think Esper might be coming up to a back marker soon.
You're right on that. Just Esperance is coming up to a driver of the name of Cordy404.
He might be an influence to Just Esperance, and Adam might catch up.
Yeah, so that's got to be the goal for Just Esperance, who's already gotten 4.5 seconds in front of Adam. And Adam's only hope is Just Esperance gets slowed by these drivers, and he will be able to gain some extra time on him and get the overtakes quicker. But Just Esperance is having none of it. That's the fastest lap of the race for now, 136.5. Not too bad. Beat a lot of drivers in qualifying with that time. Oh, Just Esperance going down the inside of Cordio 4-4 and passing. Oh, and there's. Whoa.
Oh, another snow!
It looks like a part of the track is snowed in. And some of these drivers are going to have to make their way through the snow. Crafties is having none of it. He has stopped quite a bit. Fatty AR is already on his tail.
Oh, Esper overtook another back marker. He leaves it to Adam, but Adam gets through as easily as well.
So it looks like Adam has been able to make that gap quite quickly. If those back markers plus maybe that snowed in on turn 5.
Yeah, just a second behind.
It's a second now.
Esperance lost about 4 seconds to those back markers.
So there's your gap for first place. And wow, a surprising move from Taco has managed to hit the fastest lap of the race for now, a 136.2, definitely faster than his qualifying time. And as we see these top drivers who actually will be catching up to him quite quickly. Though if he's putting times like that, they're definitely not going to. Yeah, and they're going to go through this snowed in section as suddenly Crafties keeps bumping that inside, and Fatty AR does the same. And that's going to be costly. Hutspot's got bumped, and Fatty AR will actually make that overtake despite the mess up in the snowed in turn.
And as Johnny overtakes Hutspot for the 5th position.
So, big moves coming in from some of these drivers. And it's all coming down to mistakes. I think maybe that's one of the hardest parts about this track is not making any mistakes. Cordy404 is going to get bumped, and Johnny's right on his tail. See how he makes this overtake on this big sweeping turn right here. And, oh yeah, Cordy404 will take it way wide. Spot as well. No, we'll not get that. But we saw S. Johnny got a really good turn on the inside of that one, making that overtake as clean as could be.
Esper setting a really good lap here. That is insane.
134.705. Wow. Remember, his qualifying time was a 175.5, I believe. And, yeah, he destroyed that during the 5th lap of the race. That's some speed coming through. And, yeah, we've already seen that his gap has increased to 3 seconds already to Adam and just Esper, who's not too far behind. Adam is still losing time, though. Esperance is making... There's some snow mounds coming up on the snow turn as well. It's snowing much harder than we thought.
Oh, this is going to be interesting. We have 4th, 5th, and 6th all pitting at the same time.
Oof.
And Johnny seems to have a faster pit stop. Big stop.
So one guy, oh no, he's going backwards. Oren, turn around, bud. Oh no. So oh no. What is he? Uh-oh. Oh no, he's slowing the entire grid. Oh, that's... I don't know what's going on there, but that will slow down a lot of people, including Crafties, S. Johnny, and Fatty AR, all been hit by that. And that will cost... Oh, Fatty AR is now behind a back marker because of it. Hopefully it doesn't cause too much of a problem for him. That's really unfortunate for those 3. And yeah, that increased that gap. So now Sab is the one in 3rd place, almost 30 seconds behind Adam.
That gives Antonio the undercut on all 3 of those people, actually.
Good work from Antonio. He got a little bit of help from that crazy guy going backwards in the pit lane, but
Esper has
it'll work. Just Esper, he's trying to get away, but costly mistakes are holding Adam right behind, and we keep coming back to this. No moves are made, but anything could happen. Oh, Esper dives in the pit lane.
Adam has to deal with the back marker now.
So these two will be on sit. Oh,
And
messes up on the straight. Adam will make that as clean as could be. No stall from him. Esper, is he still going to be in P2 after this pit stop? He will. Wow. So there you go. 45 seconds behind. That is your time to shorten to Adam. And Adam's going to have to want that gap to keep growing so we can make the overcut on Jess Esper for that lead. Oh, here comes that same guy going every which way on the turns. Oh, we missed it. Adam is pitting, so he's going to find out.
Crafties comes out of the pit in P5.
Yeah, let's watch Adam coming out of these pits right now. Remember, he's in a battle for P1 with Jess Esper, and we'll see where he will pull out. So Adam will be leaving just now. Where is Esper?
Esper's going for a pit as well.
Oh, well, there you go. So Esper's not going to know who's actually in front for now. And Adam will take P1. We don't know if this will be P1, despite on thinking about pit stops, though we've only got a few laps to go. So 4 laps to go. Adam has to make a pit stop in that time. And
it seems like Esperance has overtaken a back marker in the pit lane as well.
Oh, wow.
That is silly.
Good move from Esper.
It even seems like if Adam pits right now, he could be ahead of Sab, keeping the lead and giving Esper.
There he is. He's pitting right now. As you speak, he is entering the pit lane. So we'll watch him as he exits.
Needs a clean pit stop, and that's all it takes for him to keep the lead now.
So keep an eye on the chat and see how quickly he does that pit stop. Esper is coming down 2.45 seconds from Adam. That is much faster than just Esperance has made. And he's still got people in front of him. We're going to see where Adam comes out in this train. He's going to come out in front of Seb. I'm thinking he's
in a bit of
Seb. There's 2 drivers in front. One stopped on... Oh, my. Little laggy from...
He's getting closer and closer.
Right there. Gosh, there's just Esper's a little slow through there, but he makes it past that driver who's bombed himself down the inside of the corner. So,
and Adam exits the pit.
Adam
really far ahead of Sab.
And the 2 back markers in front of him. So you can see on the screen the gap now.
And we even see Adam has clean air and will probably have some for the rest of the race.
So, wow. Adam will take that. Wow, that's like 9 seconds in front of Jess Esper for him. And he's got air, as you said. And so Antonio Yes, who is coming to the snow section right now, is in that 3rd position right now.
He's done a great job pitting quite early, undercutting many people.
Yeah, and
Demon Addict disconnects.
Well, unfortunate for him, he will have to lose quite a few positions, I would think, if he tries to rejoin. Though sometimes they can't, and that's just a part of how it is, right? So let's watch this right here. Sab is in P6 right now, only a few tenths behind S. Johnny, who's not too far behind Crafties, who's up here. And this is that battle for, this could all swing P4-wise. They're not going to catch up to P3, though it's still important to know that these guys are still... And, Taco is actually not too far behind either. So all these drivers are all fighting for positions. And
Taco is actually surprised the competition. He joined in like last week, I think.
Wow. And we saw what Taco did on the opening lap. He was the one who took the inside line and cut through the chicane to hopefully get a better position. And I don't know if that was the best move by him, but certainly it's a part of what he did to get here, including getting that fastest lap on lap 3. So Adam will finish P1, taking that well-deserved win. Just Esperance in P2.
He was really upset. And after Sab blocking him, Antonio, yes, gets destroyed by Midnight, giving Crafties the 3rd position in this last hairpin here of this race.
Oh.
And Crafties is going down the straight, the final straight, second last straight before the chicane.
So there's Crafties there. Antonio, yes, Midnight, and then Sab and Chrome Cut will all be coming into this last turn. Crafties, a surprising move in the last turn, which we just missed, but somehow he took that 3rd position from Antonio, and Sab took the P5 as well. Wow. What happened to S. Johnny? There he is now, P6 for S.
And
Johnny.
Taco surprising many people actually in this race.
Fatty AR will take 8th, which compared to what he was doing earlier, quite a drop.
We have loss on Luna against QWERTY 404. QWERTY is right behind loss on Luna. Will he try to make a move on Luna?
Tough to say, it's quite a gap. Though if any of these drivers will mess up.
Oh, loss on Luna, but also QWERTY.
Lost on Luna messing up, which bumps QWERTY and makes him mess up even worse. So that gap has definitely increased that snowy turn.
Oh, and they're coming up to Oren.
Oren, who's just
He goes really wide.
Oren, this turn may work for F1, but I don't think it works in FC2 that well, despite the efforts.
Yeah, we have loss on Luna, who seems to have a really secured spot on P11.
Yeah, and Lost in Luna, we haven't mentioned, is in the Candy Van, part of a special pack we have with Frostex and Boatlabs that lets you drive really weird-looking boats. And, the Candy Van is the biggest, hunkiest of them all. So
we have another rookie from Cat finishing in a pretty good spot in P10. They moved up
P11 with QWERTY finishing P12 after that battle. So there you go. The rest of the drivers will make their way in, and we'll see you at the podium. Here's our podium for FC2. Adam on top, which we haven't mentioned, is his home GP is in here in Canada. So good on him for finishing that on the massive amounts of pit strategy, pit strategy, and good times through there. And just Esperance will, despite leading a lot of the race, will be in P2, and Captain Crafty's making that move on the last chicane of the race will take the 3rd position. So there you go. Have our podium for FC2 Canada, and there you go. So if you like this and you wanted to race yourself, we do host these races whenever F1 happens, and check out our Discord and our server to see the info for this. It's a completely open league, and you can join just by showing up. But for now, that will be Canada, and we'll see you in 2 weeks.